Good day and welcome back to the Hipkins Twins YouTube channel. And today I am going to be talking a little bit about the worst conditioned cards from my 1975 Topps baseball card collection. And why would I talk about my cards that are in good shape? It's kind of boring, you know. Everybody talks about cards that are in, great shape. I got a PSA 8, a PSA 10. This one here is worth $1 million. I'd rather have cards that are raw and have been loved, nurtured. And that's what these cards right here were. And I'm going to show you the ones that, they were nurtured, by a child's hands, So I'm going to show you my top 10 worst conditioned and most mangled but nurtured and loved baseball cards from the 1975 set. But first I'm going to show you my runner-ups. There's a stack of them here, and these are the MVPs. And I've showed you these if you've been following my channel. I don't know how many. I did a video for just about each one that I have a card. And I'll be doing more once I get the cards that I don't have. So, and the reason this is that these are they don't make the top 10 is because there's a whole stack of them. So I couldn't, obviously I couldn't put them in, 1 to 10. I'd have to have 24 of them, right? So now these were stuck to my wall. And some of them you can still see where the cardboard was peeled off of them. I mean, they were stuck with tape, Scotch tape. I can remember I had them all up over, my brother too. We had them all over the wall, and we'd look at them. And we'd say, I want to get that card. I want to get that card. And here it is, 50 years later, I still don't have all those cards. But I got a lot of them. I've showed you some of them on here. So this stack is an honorary mention, we'll say. Because, and we'll put them over there. So now let's go to number 10. Number 10 is the decapitated Chicago White Sox baseball team. And I did a video on this, just on this card, a while back. Maybe early January, I think. So if you want to go back and look at it, you can. But I'm going to talk a little bit more about it today. So this card always fascinated me because all the other team sets showed everybody sitting down. They looked like they were sitting at attention, real stiff, or the guys standing in the back with their arms folded, right? But not the White Sox. White Sox always did things differently. And this card has seen a lot of wear and tear. And even the, you can see in the back of it, where my brother and I marked all the ones that we had. And even those are fading off of it. So, yeah, number 10, the decapitated heads of the Chicago White Sox. Which brings us to number 9, Ken Sanders, California Angels. Or should I say, Bill Bixby, Incredible Hulk. Doesn't he look like Bill Bixby? I always thought he looked like Bill Bixby. I said, that's Bill Bixby. That's not Ken Sanders. Looks like Bill. Looks like he could just turn into this big green fighting guy coming out of the card, But this card's been written all over it. Its corners are all whooped, dog-eared, and somebody wrote New York Mets on it. I can't tell if that's my writing. It looks like my brother's writing, maybe. I always blame things on Jay. So that's number 9, Bill Bixby, a.k.a. Ken Sanders, or vice versa. Number 8, Billy Grabaruru. Could never say his name. My brother couldn't either. My brother was better at languages than me. He knew Latin. He was a teacher. Billy Graberkowitz. That's his name. I think that's his name. Yeah, Billy Graberkowitz. But when you're 6 years old, you can't say that long name. And if there's a 6-year-old that can say it, there might be a 6-year-old out there that can say this guy's name. But that 6-year-old's probably a genius. I sure as hell wasn't a genius. But Billy Graberkowitz, okay? What happened to his face? I don't know. Maybe we get so frustrated at not being able to say his name that one of us just took a pen and just started going, eh. But I don't know. But Billy Graberkowitz falls in at number 8. Number 7. Dave Dog-Eared Williams. Winfield, not Williams. Winfield. Dave Winfield. Before he went to the Yankees, playing for the Padres. It looks like my dog might have chewed on it, you know? Or maybe we did. We got hungry or something. I don't know. But Dave Winfield looks like a dog-eared, it might have been a rat or a mouse that got Dave Winfield. But, yeah, Dave Winfield falls in at number 7. Rat-eared Dave Winfield. Number 6, Jack Billingham. And I don't know what happened to this card, to be honest with you. But I know I've had it. I got it in a pack. And it's been like this longer than it was in the pack. Like way longer. Like 50 times longer. Like the cardboard has been taken off of this card over 50 years ago. Yet I still have it. Now, how it ended up like this, I can't recall. Was it tape? You know, did something sticky get on it and we tried to take it off? Maybe some, I don't know, maybe a Charleston chew or something. You know, who knows? All we know is I still have it 50 years later. And there it is. The back of it looks fine. Poor Jack Billingham. Missing a leg. Missing part of his shoulder and arm. What are we at? We're at number 5 now. Okay, number 5. It's a tie. Because both of these guys have BB gun holes in them. That's Bob Watson and Jim Barr. We'll call them BB guns. Because we used to set cards up and stuff like that. Mostly bottles and cans and stuff and shoot at them with BB guns and whatnot. Like kids did back in the day. So, yeah. We'll call these the Bob Watson and Jim Barr BB gun tops 75 cards. That's number 5. Now, the top 4. Number 4, Joe Rudy. I don't know what happened to this card. One of us wrote Red Sox on it, but we wouldn't have done that when Joe Rudy did go to the Red Sox, because that was in like 1980 or something like that. So maybe we thought, or they was said that he was going to be traded to the Red Sox or something, like we heard that he was, and one of us wrote, crossed out A's and put Red Sox. I don't know. But this card looks like it's just, I mean, it's so pliable. I could just take it and... Sorry, Joe. You're number 4. Robin Yount. Number 3. How to take a, $200? That's well scented. That thing's probably... Now, these PSA guys would be going, oh my God, it's a Robin Yount rookie. Whoa, what did you do to it? Well, I'll tell you what we did to it. We mangled it. It's a raw Robin Yount rookie card because we wrote on it. See? Right down here, we wrote one of those little rookie things. I showed this card in the Brewers stack that I had earlier. But it's all dog-eared and But you know what? I wouldn't trade this Robin Yount for the one I have in excellent condition. So Robin Yount comes in at number 3. And number 2 is mustachioed Don Sutton. I'm pretty sure that was my brother that did that. But I think we gave him some sideburns too. Or a beard, like a partial beard. Show it up, see? And then somebody tried to erase it, it looks like. I don't know who would do. Maybe when we were like 12 or 13, we looked at it and said, maybe we should probably try to get that off. It's, and one of us had the bright idea of taking one of those, remember those pink erases you used to have in school? They would smell, you get kind of high off them. And, I guess we tried to rub it off, but it was way too late for that. Sorry, Mr. Sutton. And the number 1 worst 1975 baseball card in my collection, but it is one of my favorite all-time cards, is the Puddle Tom Buskey. And I told you a little bit about this card in my Indians dialogue. Call it a dialogue, kind of like Plato. Yeah, these aren't really dialogues, are they? But anyway, Tom Buskey gets the nod. I like saying that. Gets the nod, in my opinion, because these are my cards, my childhood cards, as being the number 1 card in my collection. Because it spent a day. I think it was a day. It might have been 2 days even. Because we had the cards outside, and somehow it ended up outside in the Massachusetts rain. And it spent a night, or maybe 2 nights, outside. The rain just coming on. See, you can even see the mud still attached to it. And it was almost like the top, he was like gasping for breath. The top of his head didn't really get muddy, just down here. So that was probably laying out, and it was probably maybe this part was on like a rock or something. It just, the water settled on it with the mud. Tom Buskey. The legendary Tom Buskey. Puddle card, number 1. And we'll see you next time.